All right, hello, and welcome to episode 1 of Timeout and Tune In, where you'll be taking a break from life and tuning in to my podcast. So today we're gonna be tuning in and talking about sports, TV, and movies. But with sports, we're gonna start with sports, and with sports, we're gonna be talking about the scores of today's games. So we'll start with the MLB. We had the Mariners and the Braves. The Mariners beat the Braves 18-2 today. And then we had the Guardians play the Rays, and they Guardians beat the Rays 2-1. Then we have, I'm gonna let you know, my team, the Yankees. We had them beat the Blue Jays 4-3. Then hold on. We had the Brewers play the Pirates today, and the Brewers beat the Pirates 10-2. Then we had the defending MLB World Series champions, the Dodgers, beat the Orioles 5-2. Then we had the Mariners, the Marlins, not the Mariners, my bad, against the Phillies, and they beat the Phillies 5-4. We had the White Sox defeat the Tigers 6-4. And now we had everybody's other New York team, the Mets. Mets could suck it. Mets suck. I'll say it. I'm sorry. I'm not a Mets fan, and I'll admit it, and I'll say it here on this podcast. But I will talk about the Mets, any news on the Mets, and any news on the Yankees, any news on these teams. I will look it up, find it, and talk about it. And they played the Reds, and the Mets sadly lost to the Reds 3-2. All right, and now we have the Twins, who beat the Kansas City Royals 5-1. Then the Giants lost to the Cardinals 4-3. Now we have your Nationals beat the Cubs 6-3. You had the Astros beat the Texas Rangers 4-2. Then you have the Padres beat the Rockies 8-1. Then you have the Athletes lose to the Angels 4-3. And then the Red Sox beat the Diamondbacks 7-4. Now, you got your standings here now, who I think maybe do well. It's going to be kind of biased for this one because in the American League East, I hope the Yankees do well. The Blue Jays are on top. The Orioles are dead last. The Yankees are in second. And I really hope that they do well and they strive, because the Blue Jays have 82 wins and 61 losses. Orioles have about 66 wins and 77 losses. And the Yankees have 80 wins and 63 losses. So it's not like they could come up and still get first place, the Yankees. And I hope they do that, and they do get first place, because they would only need to win. They would need the Blue Jays. They're playing the Blue Jays, so they could still, if they're still playing them, because I don't know who they're playing tomorrow. I haven't looked at the schedule yet for tomorrow. And I hope that they, if they're still playing them, beat them again so they could keep winning and get to first place. And then, and then in the Central, because I'm only going to mention who's in first and last. Well, no, because then you have the Red Sox at 79 wins and 865 losses. And then you have the Rays with 71 wins and 72 losses, which is that's not terribly bad. They could I don't know if for baseball they could come up and make it to at least third place if they try, but the season's almost over, so I doubt it. And then you have in the American Central League, you have the Tigers in first place with 82 wins and 62 losses. And you have the Royals with 73 wins and 70 losses. And then you have the Guardians with 72 wins and 70 losses. So they could actually come up and make it into second place if they win like two more games, but they would have to get the Royals to lose games. And then you have the Twins with 63 wins and 80 losses, and then you have the White Sox with 55 wins, 89 losses. So they will not be getting into the playoff contention. There's no way for them to come back up and win. It's sad, but yeah, because I like to see some fresh perspectives when it comes to playoffs. Like when it comes to playoffs, I don't care what teams are in the playoffs, as long as my team that I like is in the playoffs. And if they are and they're up against you, then I'm not gonna root for you. Obviously, that's how it goes for anybody who likes a sports team. And then, but if when it comes to the Emma, but if it comes to like, let's say they're playing like the White Sox are in the playoffs and they're playing the Orioles, I'm gonna choose who I want to root for. I'd probably choose the White Sox over the Orioles, but yeah, I'd probably do that and then see who would win there. And now for the American League West, we have the Astros in first place as usual with 78 wins and 66 losses. Then you have the Mariners with 75 wins and 68 losses. Come on, Mariners get first place. And then you have the Rangers with 74 wins and 70 losses. And then you have the Angels with 67 wins and 76 losses. And then the Athletes with 66 wins and 78 losses. Now, I do like the Angels, and I've always loved the Angels since I was a kid. I'm a Yankees fan with diehard, but my second favorite was always the Angels. I just loved the name Angels, and that's why I guess I liked them. And so it's sad that see them not doing well, but hopefully next year will be their year. And then you have the Phillies in first place with 83 wins and 60 losses. And then you have the Mets in second place for the Eastern National League with 76 wins and 67 losses. Then you have the Marlins in third place with 66 wins and 77 losses. Now we have the Braves with 64 wins and 79 losses. And now dead last, the Nationals with 58 wins and 84 losses. Now we have the National League Central teams. The Brewers are in first place with 89 wins and 55 losses. With the Cubs are 81 wins and 62 losses. The Reds are 72 wins and 71 losses. Cardinals have 72 wins and 72 losses. It's high. That's crazy. I don't think I've ever seen a team with the same amount of wins and the same amount of losses. That's cool. And now you have the Pirates with 64 wins and 80 losses. And now you have the National League West with the Dodgers in first place as fucking usual with 79 wins and 64 losses. The Padres with 78 wins and 65 losses. And now you have the Giants with 72 wins and 71 losses. And then the Diamondbacks have 72 wins and 72 losses. And the Rookies have 40 wins and 103 losses. That team really needs to shape up in the next year and fix whatever they got to fix. They suck. And then if I didn't mention it, I'm going to say it again in the National League Central. The Pirates are the ones with 64 wins and 80 losses and dead last. So a lot of these teams need to pick it up and need to win and hopefully come up and make make some changes for the people who are in dead last, and then if you're in first, just keep doing what you're doing to make sure that you keep winning your games. And then even if you're like in second or third, just keep winning. Make sure you don't lose a game, and then you may make the playoffs. That's what I hope for. I strive for, if you're in second or third place, just win all your games, and then maybe you'll make the playoffs for third place. Second place, you'll probably make it in if you win all your games. Just make sure that you do. And then, so now I'm gonna talk about the NBA. So now the NBA, the teams that I want to see win is the Knicks, I want to see the Knicks win the Super Bowl. I'm a Knicks fan. I mean the championship. I'm a Knicks fan. My bad. I said Super Bowl. I'm a Knicks fan. I just want to see them win. They need to. And then yeah, and then if the Knicks don't make it, I would like to see like the Warriors make it, or like that's pretty pretty good. I'd like to see the Warriors make it in and see them win, and then or maybe like I can't like the Heat. I feel like they'd be pretty good and win some games. I mean, they're only in their preseason, and so for NHL, I'm probably rooted for the shitty. I probably root for the shittiest team in the NHL. I'll say right here, right now, is the Islanders. The Islanders suck as an organization. For me, they suck as a team. They need to really fix themselves. And yeah, it's like tiring so much that I don't even watch them anymore. Like I don't even invest my time in watching them because they always every time I watch them they always fucking losing a game, and so they just need to come back up and make sure that they win a game, and then yeah, and then but I would like to see maybe Vegas because I like I feel like Vegas teams don't win a lot, and so Vegas I would like to see, and then you know what yeah, I'm maybe like the Capitals also. I don't care. I can't root for the Rangers and the Devils. Like I just can't because I'm an Islanders fan. I can't, even though they're the better teams. I can't root for them. And then yeah, so those are my people. Like even the Hurricane. Hopefully they win. I believe no, the believe they won last year. I'm not sure who won last year. Wait, who won last year? I can look right now. Yeah, who won last year? Oh, the Florida Panthers won. Okay, yeah, the Florida Panthers. So yeah, hopefully the Hurricane can do it again and win because I have no faith in these Islanders. I'll be honest with you, I have no faith in them. Don't even think they're gonna win this year or make it even the playoffs. And if they do, by the skin of their fucking teeth, like they do, they're gonna get knocked out the first round. So it's like I don't even try anymore. I don't. I don't. But now, my favorite sport, the NFL. Now, in the NFL, it's the only team I don't root for, a New York team. I'm an Eagles fan. I know, ironic, crazy. Yeah. Yep. I've been a New York. I've been a Eagles fan as a kid, and yeah, the Eagles knocked off the Cowboys 24-20, and then the Chargers knocked off the Chiefs 27-21, which I'm going to be honest, I was very, very shocked by. I did not expect the Chargers to win that game, and they did, which shocked the hell out of me. I'll say it shocked the hell out of me. I really didn't expect that, and then this upset me today. The Colts beat the Dolphins 33-8. Like, I do fantasy league. I have a big fantasy league and whatever. And Tua, like, what are you doing? Like, you need to like shape up, man, Tua, and like fix yourself, and like I don't know what you do, and like you just need to help yourself and do something and whatever. And then like the Steelers beat the Jets 34-32. Not surprised that New York team lost, but Aaron Rodgers, it's only the first game, but still showing himself that he doesn't need the Jets and that he can do it without the Jets, and that maybe the Jets are the reason that he wasn't doing good. Then you got the Jaguars and the Panthers. This game did go long today because they had a like a weather delay. All right, podcast. I'm back. I stopped recording for a second. It stopped, and So yeah, back to what I was talking about. The Saints lost to the Cardinals today, 20-13, and then the Commanders beat the Giants today, 21-6. Now I really don't care who won that game at all because it's like if the Giants or Commanders, like they're going to face each other twice, and the Commanders are going to face Dallas twice, and the Giants are going to face Dallas twice. I don't care who wins those games because somebody's going to get a win. But any other game they have, I hope they lose because it benefits the Eagles, and that's all that matters. And I really hope they lose all the games. Now this one I was pretty disappointed with. The Buccaneers beat the Falcons 23-20. I'm a big Falcons fan when it comes to NFC. I do like other teams also. And but if you play my team, then you're gonna then I don't root for you. But if you're like playing somebody else, I hope you win your game if I want you to win. And then we got the Bengals against the Browns, and I was rooting for the Browns. I really wanted the Browns to win. Flacco, I really want him to do well. And you had him lose to the Bengals 17-16. Then you got your Raiders against the Patriots. I'm happy for the Raiders. I like Pete Carroll as their coach. I like Geno Smith as their quarterback. I hope that they win and do very, very well and have a great career, maybe have a great season and make the playoffs. And they won, and the Raiders won 20-13. Then we have the miserable who won today. 49ers beat the Seahawks 17-13. They got 2 injuries today, and I heard their kicker was very, very terrible today. And yeah, and then they got George Kittle out at an injury. They have somebody else out on an injury. They have, I don't remember his name. But yeah, George Kittle, not even like scored a touchdown, got injured like at the beginning of the game. It's like, come on, man. And then on top of that, I think this was the stupidest thing 49ers ever did. Get rid of Deebo Samuels. Like, why would you get rid of Deebo Samuels? You are stupid for doing that. Like, why would you trade him to Washington? Like, come on. Like, stupid. And then you have the Broncos beating the Titans 20-12. Like, it's like, I don't really care about those teams. So I have nothing really to say. Then you had a division matchup with the Green Bay Packers playing the Lions. Packers beating the Lions 27-13, which I'm very, very shocked about. I feel like the Lions should have won that game. But yeah. And then you have the LA Rams beat the Texans 14-9. And now currently in the end of the second quarter, we have the Bills playing the Ravens. Ravens leading the Bills 20-10. And then yeah, we have some great things going on over there, and it's going to be great. Yeah, so that's all for this Sunday week. And now, and all for now, my predictions for the NFL. I predict that for the AFC, but obviously the NFC, I predict the Eagles are going to break the playoffs. Obviously, because that's my team, and I hope they get the playoffs. But for the AFC, I predict that the New York Buffalo Bills are going to get to playoffs. I know they're just called the Buffalo Bills, but they're technically the New York Buffalo Bills. I think they're gonna make the Super Bowl this year. It's gonna be the Buffalo Bills against the Eagles, and I'm telling you that's gonna be one hell of a fucking matchup. Like, it's gonna be such a fucking good game. And then now on to TV shows. So for this month, we have Only Murder in the Building season 5 coming out on Hulu. It will be released September 9th. And yeah, it's about a murder in a building. I guess, I don't know. I've only seen like half of the episodes, but I know a lot of people love it. So if you've seen it, it's coming out. I'm just letting you know. And then now we have the newly awaited sequel show to The Office called The Paper that released on Peacock September 4th. And the only returning character from The Office is Oscar. So yeah, so it's a whole new cast, and you have Oscar obviously. Then you have a new editor named Ned, played by Dom Helnall Gleason. Then you have a reporter Mare, played by Chelsea Fieri. You have Adola, played by I can't really pronounce. I'm gonna butcher this name. Jamosla Kalumo. Then you have Derek, played by the Viner, Melvin Gregg. I loved him as a Viner. He was such a good Viner. Then you have Adam, played by Alex Edelman, and as well you have an office staff, Nicole, played by Robin Young, and a manager editor, Esmeralda, played by Sabrina Apaginator. Then you have for this month you have another new NCIS show, Tony and Zavia, which is apparently if you're a fan favorite, if you're a fan favorite of NCIS, these are your characters, and they're finally getting their own show. And yeah, it premieres September 4th on Paramount Plus. So yeah, and then if you have Apple TV, there's nothing really coming out this month. Oh, you have the morning show season 4. I loved the morning show. I loved the episodes I've watched, and yeah, it's a really good time. So give it. You got Steve Carell, you got Reese Witherspoon, and then you got Jennifer Aniston. Pretty good show. And then you got Slow Horses coming out season 5 of Slow Horses and then you got the Savant, which is another show, and then you have coming out, and then you have All of You, which is a new movie coming out on Paramount Plus this month. Not Paramount Plus, on Apple TV this month. For Disney Plus now, we have Minnie's Bowtoons Pet Show season 1. And then for your kids, and then we that came out already. We had the Richie Ellison show come on Disney Plus, and then you had Lilo and Stitch, the new shitty live action movie, come out on on Disney Plus, and then you have every Thursday Project Running season 21 come out. And then you have every Sunday Traveling with Snowmen come out. That just came out today. And then you had Road Trip, which is a shorts, season 1 of Shorts. It's a short film. Short, like, series of TV episodes, I'm going to say. It's a TV show. And then, yep. And then let's see what else. Then Wednesday we have How to Catch a Smuggler. Come season 9 come on, and then How to Not Draw Shorts season 4, and then we have a bunch of other shows coming that I will mention. And then for this month now we have Hulu. For the month of September, we have a bunch of movies that you will like and that you can watch that you've seen or haven't seen, and that came out. We also have this complete season 16 of America's Next Top Model. Yeah, and then we had Amsterdam, and then you have the Bob's Burgers movies, and then Breakup, and then Call Me By Your Name, and in Spanish and in English you have it, and then you have also same thing for Clueless. Then you have Devil's Duke, and then Donnie Darko, but it's the theatrical cut. Then you have Evil Dead Rise that came on, the Finding Foresters. And then you have both in Espanol and English. Then you got the Gandhi movie, both in Espanol and English. Then you have the 40-year-old version. How to Trade Your Dragon 1 and 2 are all both on Hulu. Jennifer's Body, John Tucker Must Die, Juno, Just Married, Kingsman, The Secret Service, Mean Girls, Invincibles, I Am Number 4, The Meg, The Meg 2, both in English and Spanish. Mrs. Doubtfire, All the Night at the Museum movies, Never Let Go, Need for Speed, The Nun 2 in Spanish and in English, No Solaris 2, Pearl Harbor, Roll Bounce, Space Jam in English and Spanish, Trap in English and Spanish, World War Z in English and Spanish, The School of Rock in English and Spanish, She's the Man, See How They Run, and then that's it for movies that came out on September 1st. A lot of great movies there. A lot of good stuff. If you've never seen those movies or want to just rewatch those movies, go ahead and pick it up and rewatch it. And now we have a Betrayal season 3. It's completed and it's on Hulu. The New Boys and the Hannah Montana the movie is on there. And now we had Reminder, which is season 1, which is dubbed and subbed. I'm guessing that's an anime. And then for Thursday, we had Blood and Myth, a documentary which premiered on there. Abducted in the Everglades, Digital Addiction, season 1. And then you had Digital Addiction Special. And then you have I Survived, season 4, which both, for Digital Addiction, the complete season is out. And I Survived, the complete season 4 is out. And then you have The Chef's Garden, season 4 is out. Season 1 is out. And then now Rachel Ray's Meal in Minutes. This is the complete season 2. This is half of season 2 is out now, the full half. This is season 2B. And then the first 48, season 27 is now on Hulu. Now for Friday, we had Memphis to Mountains, complete docuseries. Then Ballpark Blast by MLB and Pocket Watch, season 1 is on there. Then you have movies like I Love You, Bert, Beth Cooper, I Live with Brandon Denise, and then Live with Michaela B. And then Oh Brother, Where Art Thou's on there. Sacramento, There's Something About Mary, and then Parental Guidance. Now, that is it. And Only Murder in the Building will premiere this Tuesday, with 3 episodes. With 3 episodes premiering on Tuesday, and then every Tuesday a new episode will be premiering on Hulu. So now, on HBO Max, we've had a bunch of movies come out September 1st, and then we had Barney's World season 1 come out on there. Then you have Almost Christmas, A Life of Her Own. I'm just gonna go through these. Caged, Charlie Chase, Silent Shorts. Then you had Children Who Lost Their Voice, December 7th, Dog Day Afternoon, Evil Dead 2, Emmanuel, Fireworks. If they're movies, I'm just going to go through them. If they're a show, I'll actually say it. Then you have Fortune, Favors, Lady Nuvoco, Gaslight Alley, Ghost Cat and Hughes, Goodfellas, Helen of Troy, Jonah Hex, Keeper of the Flames, Kim's Mets, Lonely Castle in the Mirror, Love and Pop, Man from the Black Hills, Mary of Scotland, Misery, Montana Incident, Mr. Direct Attorney, Murder is My Beast, Mystery Street, Night Nurse, No End in Sight, No Questions Asked, Nobody Lives Forever, One Dangerous Ground, Our Miss Brooks, Our Vine, Have Tender Grapes, Pirate Radio, presenting Princess Shaw, Prometheus, and now we have season 8 is finally on there of Rick and Morty. So if you haven't catched up season 8 because you don't watch it on TV, you wait for it to come on there. It's finally there. Rudy and Jody, A Cult of Sins and Influences. Safe Heaven, Scenes of Crime, 7. Selena, Shadow of a Woman, Splinter, Strangers on Horsemen, Summer Storm, Susan and Gold, The Best Exotic, Marigold Hotel, The Cabin in the Woods, The Charge and at Fever River, the Command, The Fallen Sparrow, The Fate of the Furious, You have the Fate of the Furious extended director's cut on there as well. You have The Place Promised, In Our Earliest Days, The Sea of Grass, The Secret Gardener. You have The Sitter, and then you also have the unrated version of The Sitter. The Women in White, The Women on the Beach, 13 Women, Veronica Mars, Virgil in the Night, When Ladies Meet, Without You, Young, Name, Bess, and Your Name. Then Tuesday, you had The 33. And now Wednesday, you had season 4 of Bobby's Triple Threat come out. Then you had season 39 of Guy's Grocery Games. And then you had Modern Warfare 2.0 season 1 come out. Now Thursday, you have Billionaire's Boy Club, the movie, come on there. And then you had The Last Right, Building the Final Home Designed of America's Greatest Architects season 1. And then Friday, we had Beachfront, A Bargain, Hunt Renovators, Season 11. Bugs Bunny's Builders, Season 2. F out. Then you had the movie Friendship come on there. House Hunters International, Volume 9, Season 204 come on HBO Max. Then you have House Hunter, Volume 10, Season 245 come on there. Then you have Live Aids, When Rock and Roll on the World. And then you have Most Wanted, Teen Hackers, and then My Lottery Dream Season 17 come on HBO Max. Now on Saturday, you had Martine's Eats Season 1. And then today we had Mangolia's Tables at the Farm Season 1, the movie Task, We Baby Bear Season 2D, and then Have I Got News for You Season 3. Now, what else for Netflix? We had, the first week of the month, they had a bunch of their movies. We have 8 Mile, and then now we have the TV show 1,000 Tomorrow, Season 1 come out. And then we had Amazing Spider-Man 1 and 2, Billy Madison, The Boy Next Door, Boys in the Hood, Baron Stroker's Dracula, Bridesmaids, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, Chicken Run, Dennis the Menace, E.T. the Extraterrestrial, Edge of Tomorrow, Escape Room, Good Advice, The Four Seasons, and now we have Frank and Bash seasons 1 through 4 are on there. Hoot Shot Part Ducks, Inglourious Bastards, Inside Man Most Wanted, Knocked Up, La La Land, The Land Before, Liar Liar, Limitless, Long Shot, Money Talk, Orphan Black season 1 through 5 are on there. And now we have Paddington, Phantom, Threat, Puss in Boots, The Rookie, The Running Man, Shark Tales, Sherlock Holmes, A Game of Shadows, Shrek 1, 2, 4, and 3, Stand By Me, We Are the Millers, and Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. Now Wednesday, ironically, we had Wednesday's Season 2, Part 2 come out. And then we had Countdown to Canelo versus Crawford. And then we have Pokemon Carnage Season 1 Part 2 come out. Then we had Friday, we had Inspector Zendi, the movie. And now we have Love Khan's Revenge. And then today we had Farragon Flowers Bloom with Dignity. So I also want to let you know, I am filming this on Sunday, so that's why next week's episode, I will talk about the Monday night game from Monday. And then I'll also talk about who won the Sunday night game from this week also. And now, so let's continue. Let's talk about the streaming services, movies. Let's see what other streaming services there are. Paramount Plus. All right, I'm gonna stop this now. I'm not gonna go through all the freaking movies that are on there, but there are that come on there. All right, because there's too many movies to name, too many movies to go through, and so yeah, I'm just gonna name the shows. And if you want, go look at the catalogs. They have a bunch of movies come out Monday, and now you have the TV show. Movie Wolves come out Wednesday. TV show on Thursday. You have Tony and Ziva come out. And then Friday you had Old Harry and superhero movies, and then Sunday you had the 2025 Video Music Awards. And yeah, I used to love music awards as a kid. Loved them, loved them, loved them, loved them, loved them. But now I feel like they become boring and and stuff. So now Peacock, a bunch of movies come out on Peacock. Then Tuesday we had American Ninja Warriors, the final episode come out on there. Then you had the season 6 premiere, all episodes of Buried in the Backyard, and then the McBee's Dynasty Real American Cowboy season 2 finale was on there, and then Survival Mode season 1 finale is on there, and then you have Botched presents Plastic Surgery Rewind season 1 finale on there, and then Thursday we had the movie Easter Sunday. And then we had season 1 of The Paper. New episodes were released every Thursday of The Paper. And then you have Ninjago's Dragon Rising season 3 also on there. Then we had the movies Back to Black and then Brightburn also come on there. And now for Prime Video, you have Friday Night Lights seasons 1 to 5 premiere on there, and then Wednesday we had a Working Man on there, and then the WNBA premiered on Prime. Then you had Dish It Out and Black Bag, and then you had Confidence Queen. No new shows out for Prime Video unless you haven't seen Friday Night Light, which I haven't. I will be checking that out, Friday Night Light, because I've been dying to see that. And I'm going to check that out. Next, we have... and then the final... Okay, these are just random streaming services that you don't have. All right, so this, what I am hyped for, being honest, the most hyped show I'm hyped for now is Stranger Things. I cannot wait for that to come out in November. And then I am hyped for that. And then I'm also hyped for, movie-wise, I'm hyped for the last Fast and Furious movie. I'm hyped for, and to be honest with you, I'm hyped for, what else I heard? I'm hyped to see the new Naked Gun movie and the Street Fighters movie. I'm hyped for those. I'm like really, really hyped for the new Naked Gun because I heard that's very, very funny. And then I want to see Sinners. And then if you have in the comments down below, you could give to me any recommendations of like shows, movies you want me to watch, or like if you want me to watch, I'll come on this podcast and be like, hey, I watched your suggested movie, and I'll give my like review of it and talk about it, and then have a like review and give my rating of the movie. And then with the show, I'll probably rate it by each episode. I'll do it by each episode, and then yeah, so I have and then talk about it, and then yeah, I'll put it like in the podcast like spoilers here. If you don't want to see this part, go to, and then I'll have a timestamp of where to go to, and then yeah. So this has been episode 1 of Timeout and Tune In. Please tune in, and I'll see you guys next Monday.